Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Guys, today in the house, Kid Fisto from episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Guys, the figure is kind of underwhelming. I tell you guys all the time, these Jedis are all about the meaning of the character, right? They're Jedis, what they mean in Star Wars, and that's why they're appealing, at least for me, right? I get these figures because of the meaning of who they are. Not because they're exciting, not because there's armor on them. Again, I'm speaking about them as figures, not the actual character. There's no armor to them, right? There's no fancy clothing on them. There's no padding, right? There's no shoulder pads. There's no knee pads. There's not much going on with the figure as a toy, as a figure. But overall, again, as always, it is beautiful. It is literally all head sculpt and hands. Besides that, you could put any other type of hands on it and any other head sculpt, and it'll be your standard Jedi outfit. So let's get right into the figure, guys. Again, not much going on. Very, very basic. But again, it looks incredible. So let's start with the Clone Wars gauntlets. We've gotten this with Mace Windu. We've gotten this with Kid Fisto now. Well, we're going to be getting it with Plo Koon. Again, for those who want to get that look out of it, you have the hands that go with that armor, right? The hands are armored here. You get those two, and then you get obviously the lightsaber grabbing hand. Also, you get 3 regular non-armored hands. Right, very basic, very plain, not much to it. But the detail, look at the detail. Look at the paint on the hands. Really, really beautiful. But again, not much action with the hands either. You got the battery pack for the lightsaber. You get the wired lightsaber, which I'm not going to use. I haven't been using these things at all, just because. I don't really care for them. Some I have though. Some I really like them on, but you know, this one for whatever reason I'm not using. And then you get the lightsaber effect, as you can see. And that is the whole figure. Obviously, you got to put the robe on because it comes separately. And then you get the regular lightsaber. You get the wireless lightsaber hilt. And again, nothing much going on. You got a wired little skirt thing coming from the bottom. And that's it, guys. You got the base, right? The base with the design of the council, right? That center where they are. I forget what that's called. Anyway, the boots, guys. Really nice boots. Beautiful buckle. Really nice design. It looks like we haven't gotten boots like this before. They look different to me. So kind of nice. Again, look at the belt. Very, very nice. His hair, guys, sculpted. Not sculpted. Wired. Right? You could move it around. I'm not going to do that. Also, guys, one little complaint. The body's great for articulation. Moves very freely, very easily. Ratcheted elbows. But one thing I want to point out with this figure, which is kind of annoying, the head. So as you can see, let me pull it up. So the head, as you can see, it's perfect. The detail, perfect. The paint, perfect. The eyes, perfect. The teeth, the expression, everything about it. No complaints. This head, though, weighs 10 pounds. I don't know what they were thinking. It is a solid, heavy head sculpt. And I understand, right, all those tentacle things coming out of it, but I never thought that they were going to make it a solid piece, a dense piece. I thought it was going to be hollow. Nope. It is 100% super heavy, super dense. So you definitely need a stand for this figure because even though it stands on its own, it is very top heavy because of the head, so it's kind of annoying. Overall, guys, the figure is, again, boring-ish because it's just your standard Jedi. what makes the figure, like I said earlier, literally the hands and the head sculpt. That is it. Articulation wise, great. You could do anything you want with this figure. Literally moves everywhere and anywhere. Really smooth articulation. The arms also, you could do whatever you want with them. So as a figure, okay, as a figure, it is perfect, right? It is a 10 all day long. No complaints about the suit, about anything, right? Great tailoring, great. I love the expression. I love the expression a lot. Look at the teeth. I showed you already, but I really like the teeth on this thing. It looks really, really classy, guys. Really, really nice. So again, another 10 as a figure. Another 10 as a figure, right? As the character, again, you guys know what happens to him. He's not, he doesn't do much in the movie. So another reason why he doesn't, it's not an exciting figure, right? Exciting character, not figure, exciting character. But as a figure, it is great. Would I do anything differently? Would I change anything? Would I add something to the figure? I don't think so. It is perfectly accurate to what he does and what what he's supposed to do and what he comes with from the movie, which is, again, not much, the robe and the lightsaber, and that's it. So this is going to look great next to Mace Windu, Plo Koon when it comes out, Obi-Wan, right? We got the episode, I don't remember if it's episode 2 or 3 from Obi-Wan. I want to say it's episode 3. Also, guys, I have a feeling we're getting another Obi-Wan from episode 3. Eventually, I think it has to happen because we have to get rolling eyes for that, for an episode 3 Obi-Wan. So don't sleep on that figure because it's coming at some point. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.